More than 5,000 years ago, when the world was shrouded in chaos, before any story was written, before the first law was spoken, a civilization emerged that changed the destiny of humanity forever. Here, nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, it wasn't just a city that was born, but the very concept of civilization itself. Who were the Sumerians, and why did it all begin with them? Civilization isn't just about grand buildings or powerful armies. At its core, civilization is law, writing, organization, and memory. The Sumerians weren't the first humans, but they were the first to truly organize life on a massive scale. Abundant water from the rivers made agriculture possible, and agriculture created a surplus of food. This surplus, in turn, created the need for organization. And so, from this necessity, the first cities in history, like Uruk and Ur, began to rise from the earth. But how does a civilization preserve its memory, its knowledge, its very identity? Spoken words fade away with time, but writing endures. Here, in ancient Sumer, they invented cuneiform. It wasn't created for epic poems or myths, but for something far more practical: calculations, trade records, and tracking debts. And the amazing thing? These simple, wedge-shaped marks pressed into clay are the direct ancestors of all the writing systems the world would later know. At the heart of every Sumerian city stood a colossal structure that seemed to touch the sky, the ziggurat. This wasn't just a temple. It was a sacred link, a bridge between the mortal world and the realm of the gods. Deities like Anu, Enlil, and Inanna were believed to control the rain, war, and the fertility of the land. But a profound question lingers. Were these deities purely symbolic, or were the Sumerians describing something far more tangible, something we have yet to fully understand? Without law, there can be no true civilization. It was the Sumerians who established the first known written laws, ideas that would later evolve into the famous Code of Hammurabi. The principle of an eye for an eye, a concept still debated in legal circles today, has its roots here. What's truly incredible is that the fundamental idea of written justice, of a society governed by recorded rules rather than by whim, began in this ancient land thousands of years ago. But then, just as suddenly as they appeared on the world stage, the Sumerians vanished. There was no single cataclysmic war, no clear, dramatic end to their story. Theories abound. Was it a gradual climate change that turned their fertile lands arid? Did the soil become too salty from irrigation to support crops? Were they slowly overrun by invading tribes? Or did they simply assimilate into the later civilizations that followed? The civilization itself disappeared, but its profound influence remains embedded in everything around us. In truth, the Sumerians didn't really disappear. They live on in our writing, our laws, and in the very structure of our modern cities. Their legacy is the foundation upon which our world is built. And this was only the dawn of civilization. In the next part of our journey, we will travel to a land where a civilization believed so strongly in immortality that they built monuments that even time itself could not destroy. This isn't just a story, it's our history. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what comes next. Thanks for watching.